People don't understand how you had the opportunity.
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currencies flowing, every coins on my mind. From Coinbase to upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash raises ring. Ride the blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
We gotta get this money on. Yo, what it do, y'all? What's good?
What's good? What's good?
What up, everybody? So yeah, y'all come on in. Let's double tap the screen as y'all coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in over here on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit the like button. What's good over here on TikTok? Make sure y'all double tapping the screen.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you good. You good. Yeah, y'all. Let's share the live out. Let's repost the live. Make sure y'all hit that repost button. Share the live out. We got some stuff to go over, man. We got some updates today. Will we get a Christmas rally? What y'all think? Y'all let us know in the comments. We getting a Christmas rally or what?
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I seen Bitcoin went up above 90.
Yeah, let's see where it's at right now at the time of this live. Let's see what Bitcoin doing.
89.2.
89.2. Okay. Yeah, y'all think we getting a Christmas rally or what's up? Y'all think this a little, just because they injected all that money today? What's up?
Yeah.
Y'all think we getting a Christmas rally? Y'all let us know in the chat. Yes or no? We getting a Christmas rally? Yes or no? Watch a Guru just posted about getting a bill to Trump's desk. Man, I think they're trying to get it to him in January. We gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna see. Damn, Queen of D, you early. Hey, we tried. Hey, we actually was a little behind. We're gonna do better. We got to get off CP time. We got to.
Yeah.
It be both of us.
Yeah, not for real. And just sometimes just life be lifing, man. Like should just be happening.
We're
like,
gonna be more punctual.
We was actually good, but
we're gonna be more punctual in 2026. We're gonna be way more punctual in 2026. But I mean, I had a lot going on this year. I won't get into all that. But I had a whole lot going on this year. I had a crazy year. For me to still get on these live streams, like y'all knew the half, y'all be like, how in the hell is she getting on this camera? Listen. I don't know.
Around a lot, yo. You moved around a lot, like as far as like coast to coast.
I'm going from the East Coast to the West Coast. I got a million things going on. Like I will be fully transparent. Like I met my biological dad for the first time this year, so I had a lot going on with that. I had a lot going on mentally, and still, was able to come on here and do what we could do. So yeah, we appreciate y'all. I know we be late, but I just want y'all to know life be lifing. Life be lifing. So but yeah, let's run them likes up though. We're gonna get the engagement up in 2026. We turn it. I'm going in straight Kobe mode in 2026. Mamba mentality only. You know what I'm saying? When Kobe wanted to be the best, he was in the gym all day, every day. So that's how I'm about to be. I'm about to be on this camera all day, every day. Far too much talent to just be wasting it. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, we got a lot of stuff to go over. It's a lot of updates that came out today. It's a lot. So we got some Coinbase news. we got to talk about the DTCC. About them transforming finance through secure tokenization. We got to talk about JPMorgan, and because he weighs crypto trading for institutions. Because he said there's some growing demand over there. Well, duh. Man, we're gonna talk about UBI. We're gonna talk about Universal Basic Investment. We're gonna talk about that because this is a very good article that D found that we're gonna discuss. We're actually gonna go over that first. Of course, we got to talk about Charles Hockinson. He's been in the headlines a lot lately. Ghana just approved a bill legalizing cryptocurrency. Again, we're gonna talk about Coinbase. I think they acquired a clearing company. in their prediction markets push. So we're gonna talk about that, and then we gotta talk about these AI agents. Shout out to DeFi King because he told y'all in January of this year that AI agents, or it was some point in the beginning of the year, and that how AI agents were going to be a huge topic in 2026 and beyond. You're gonna hear a lot about AI agents, and it's already starting, y'all. It's a lot of articles regarding AI agents. This is crazy. A lot of articles regarding AI agents. So we're gonna be talking about that today. We gotta talk about Citibank as well. We got an article about Citibank. We gotta talk about Visa because they mapped their path to AI agents as well. So we got some Visa stuff and AI agents. And we gotta talk about XRP. So we got a new XRP yield product where you can earn XRP that's launching using Flare Networks infrastructure. So again, I urge you, and I'm not just saying it because it's just for talking points or selling points. I'm telling you, you need to go ahead and be getting involved in DeFi because this is how you remain wealthy. This is how you create passive income for yourself to live a free life. Okay, you need to be learning about how to earn yield, and how to fish out these liquidity pools and when to get out and how to balance and rebalance. So this way you remain wealthy. This is how you make money in your sleep. So y'all got to get in DeFi. You got to get in DeFi. It's going to be imperative to know this information and have education on DeFi. It can only help you, not hurt you. That's why they're getting ready to regulate it now. So, but yeah, we got a lot of articles to go over. So we appreciate y'all running them likes up on TikTok. I see we at 10K. Let's keep running it up though. Let's double tap the screen. Shout out to everybody coming in. I see BK Crypto in the building. What's good? What up, Steve? What's good, Steve? What up? What up, Vaughn? What's good, Diamond Hands Dynasty? What up, Money? Man, it's a lot of people in here. What up? What up? Yeah, y'all keep double tapping that screen for us. Keep double tapping.
I'm back.
I'm about to say, where'd D go, y'all?
I'm back.
We back in here. What up, y'all? What's good, Gabrielle? What's good? What it do? All right, we in here. Let's get this money on. All right, so let's talk about this money on because we got to get to it. We all on a mission right now. Everybody on the mission to get this money.
We are.
I love a space like this because we all trying to get this money. That's all. That's the only type time I'm on right now is running this bag up because it's imperative, gang. You got to. This is what you signed up for when you decided to come to this earth. Is that you knew when you came here you had to pay bills. So you got to get this money. We got to go. So we're gonna have to talk about it. So that's what we're here for. Let's get it. Money on Mondays.
Word up.
For sure. So we're gonna talk about this UBI first because I thought this article is crazy. Yeah, let's get into this one right here. Let's get into it.
So the idea here is not UBI, but they're calling it. Well, it is UBI, but they're calling it Universal Basic Investment. So Universal Basic. So basically, what happened is America has a problem with not enough babies being born, and that could mess up things like Social Security later. So one idea is to help is to giving kids investment accounts so they grow up with money that has been growing for years. So they want to give people money, right? That sounds like UBI to me, but hey, man, whatever. But they're calling it Universal Basic Investment. So you see how they play with the words. So the problem they're worried about is that the United States has an aging crisis. So it's lots of older people, not enough younger workers to support programs like Social Security. And then the article also talks about, the U.S. fertility rate is around 1.6 births per woman, right? Which is below the replacement rate needed to keep the population stable, fam. They link the data to sources like AP and the World Bank. So the World Bank and Associated Press says that the birth is 1.6 births per woman and is mad below the replacement rate. So what Trump accounts are, they talk about these Trump accounts. So under the Invest America Act, the government creates a special investment account for certain kids. So if a baby is born between January 1st, 2025, this year, and December 31st of 2028, they automatically get $1,000 from the government. Okay. So the money goes into an investment account that tracks the S&P 500, which is, you know, the biggest stock market index, and the kid can't touch it until they're 18. And then families and friends can add up to $5,000 per year. So it's not free spending money. So it's not free spending money now. It's more like small starter investment that could grow over time. Where are they getting this money from?
Tariffs.
Are they getting money
That's
from
probably
us?
what they or tariffs, taxes. It's ours. It's ours.
They getting this money from our personal accounts, our straw man shit. That's what I'm thinking. I think somebody had mentioned this last week when we was talking about this a little bit, and then then they talk about the billionaire donations. They say that some very wealthy people are helping expand this idea. So the dude that started Dell Computers, Michael, and his wife Susan pledged $6.25 billion to help kids who don't qualify under the federal newborn cutoff. Their version aims to give $250 to about 25 million existing kids or ages 10 and under in certain income qualified zip codes. And then the article also cites the White House on these details. And then your boy Ray Dalio and his wife announced about 75 million to put $250 into accounts for about 300,000 Connecticut kids in certain zip codes. So the Treasury Secretary also mentioned a 50-state challenge to get donors in every single state. Wow. They say this is a big deal because it gives young people a financial head start for college, businesses, or a down payment. It teaches kids about compound interest because we don't get any financial literacy at all. Like
at all.
You know, not in the public school system. So growing that money over time and it could be politically easier than universal basic income because it's framed as investing, not a monthly cash handout. It's still UBI, but it's kind of like.
But it gives you some type of head start. I got to look more into it, so I'm not gonna voice too much of an opinion on it because I got to see what the fine print is. I need to look.
Yeah.
I heard about it. I just hadn't had the chance to lock in and actually read the fine print. So I ain't gonna speak too much on it. We're gonna have to circle back to that. I want to point something out from the comment section real quick.
What's up?
Y'all, day traders do not understand crypto. We have a day trader. I don't know if it's a bot, NPC, whatever. But talking about only invest 1 to 5% of your total income. Now, I'm never going to tell you what to invest that because I don't know. Everybody's circumstances are different, so I'm not going to speak on that. But crypto equals speculation. Everything that we've been talking about on this channel for the past probably really this whole entire year has proven that crypto is no longer speculative. And this is why you don't listen to day traders when it comes to crypto because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're basing everything off of chart analysis and all that other shit. That this is not the same thing. We're talking about we're talking about the infrastructure of the financial system. We're not talking about day trading. We're not talking about that. We're talking about real world assets, solving real world problems, and we're talking about moving the money across border. Okay, we're not talking about charts right now. So to still sit here and believe that crypto is speculative, you need to go back to the drawing board and you need to go brush up on your information because you are very behind. If you're still saying at the end of 2025 that crypto is speculative, you are very, very, very misinformed. And I'm saying that respectfully. So y'all be careful when you talk. Just because they're a trader does not mean they know what the hell they're talking about. Okay? They trading and all swing trade, all that stuff, they on the money. Go talk to them about that. When it comes to crypto, though, a lot of times traders don't know what the hell they're talking about. I promise you. It's as soon as they say crypto equals speculation, with all the information that has came out this year, all the news and everything that we have gone over, to still call crypto speculative is a red flag. It's a red flag. And I gotta play this video because as soon as I saw crypto equals speculation, I'm already knowing you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So I gotta do this. I'm sorry, but here we go.
Well, you don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing. You're fake news.
Damn.
We had to do it. We had to do it.
Somebody there on YouTube or who said that? They're on TikTok.
On TikTok, talking about every investment equals speculation. No, every investing is risky for sure. Investing is risky, but we're not talking what we're talking about is what's well documented and what the banks are actually doing. We have documentation from JPMorgan, from Citibank, from the DTCC. We have documentation proving that they're moving everything on chain. The financial system is moving on chain. They have been clear as day about it. That's not speculation. That's not speculation. And then getting into assets that have been well documented and placed in patents is not speculation.
Yeah.
So again, you're behind, and brush up on your information, okay? Because you're misinformed and you're spreading misinformation. So please get right, gang. Get right.
That's crazy. That's crazy that I mean, at the end of the day, do want.
Thank you. That's adoption. So if you think crypto is speculative, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're behind, gang. You behind at the end of the day. So
I don't see his comments no more. They must have got him up out of
there. No, he's still commenting.
Nah, it's over.
Oh, they put him out?
Nah, I don't see it no more because it just disappeared. It just disappeared. I was like, damn.
Oh, the enforcers got it. Oh, Preston said, nah, he gone. Nah, he out of there. Hey, y'all cannot come in BlockNation on that bullshit, gang. Please. Y'all can't come in here on that bullshit. Y'all gotta come to with an open mind to learn, not with like, oh, I know everything. Like, nigga, this is news and updates. This shit just came out today. You didn't know this shit. Shut up. Nah, but we gonna keep it moving. Oh, was that everything on this, or we had some more information?
Yeah. Okay, I just think it's I guess I'm gonna have to see more about it because I was the article that came out yesterday, and I was just like, oh man.
Yeah. I need to go and sit down and actually deep dive into this Trump situation with this $1,000 for these kids and see what the fine print is and what rights are the parents signing over in order for the child to receive the money. See, it's all that ties into it as well. So I gotta see what's up with that before I say too much. So I ain't gonna say too much about that.
But they do it. They can be like, well, it's $1,000 for. Oh, okay, we'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Most people, especially if they was talking about certain zip codes, so I know who they talking about. Talking about poor folks.
So, yeah.
That's a fact. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Okay, so we got some DTCC news. So we're gonna talk about the DTCC. So what is the DTCC? What is DTCC tokenization? I'm sorry, y'all. So the DTCC, so the central infrastructure that underpins nearly all U.S. security settlement, is launching a tokenization service that will let traditional financial assets be represented as digital tokens on blockchain networks. So this isn't a side experiment. It's a core market infrastructure play designed to bring equities, ETFs, bonds, and other real-world assets on-chain in a compliant, regulated way. So the tokenization service is expected to be production ready in the second half of 2026 after receiving a rare no-action letter from the U.S. SEC that clears the way for this pilot under federal securities laws. So what tokenization means here? So tokenization is converting traditional assets into digital tokens that still carry the same legal ownership, investor protections, and economic rights as the original security. So only now they exist on a blockchain. So examples of assets the DTCC plans to support. So Russell 1000 equities, which is the largest U.S. stocks. They also plan to support major index tracking ETFs and also U.S. Treasury bills, bonds, and notes. So why this is a big deal? So TradeFi and DeFi liquidity are merging. So tokenized versions of these assets can move seamlessly between traditional markets and blockchain ecosystems, creating 24/7 liquidity access, cross-ecosystem trading and settlement, shared pools of capital across TradeFi and DeFi. So this is more than so this isn't. They're not bullshitting pretty much. So it unlocks true interoperability between legacy finance and Web3 rails. So the same protections, but new capabilities. So unlike toy tokens, they call them toy tokens. I'm weak. Unlike toy tokens, these digital assets carry identical ownership rights, recognized legal titles, compliance and controls built in. So that means tokenization doesn't replace regulation. It carries it forward onto blockchain, satisfying institutional risk requirements. And then you have programmability plus new market functions. So tokenized assets gain programmable features. So for example, automated settlement, smart contracts for automated dividends, dynamic collateral movement. So this modernizes market mechanics while preserving legal substance. And then we have regulatory approval is real. So the SEC no action letter that the DTCC received, it authorizes DTCC's pilots to tokenize assets on pre-approved blockchain networks for at least 3 years, meaning regulators are explicitly enabling blockchain experiments in securities markets rather than fighting them. So this is not a fringe crypto project. It's official market infrastructure modernization. So the bigger picture here is this move by the DTCC aligns with broader trends that we've been covering. So like we talked about institutional use of stablecoins and on-chain funding with Clarity and USDC. So regulators exploring how to integrate digital assets into core financial infrastructure as well. And then we have TradeFi players adopting blockchain for real liquidity and settlement purposes. So tokenization is the next logical step in the digitization of financial markets. So it's not just crypto speculation, it's how the plumbing of global finance gets re-architected. So some key takeaways here is the DTCC is tokenizing real securities in a regulated, compliant way. Tokenization bridges TradeFi and DeFi liquidity pools. Assets remain legally protected but gain blockchain capabilities. So this represents institutional blockchain adoption at the highest level. And then the expected rollout is the second half of 2026. So what the hell was the day trader in here talking about? Speculation. See what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
See what I'm saying? This is why we go over the news. This is why we read the shit. You know what I'm saying? Truthfully, when y'all watching CNN and CNBC, and I can speak from experience because I have a sister that's on CNN very often, they are reading off of a prompter. The only time that they're not reading is when they're talking about a topic that they just read from a prompter, and then they're conversing about it and voicing whatever they know about that topic. But that's why we're going over the information and we break it down how we do, because people be out here sounding crazy. Like, y'all gonna miss out on millions from being misinformed just by not sitting down and reading, or sitting down and listening to people that's showing and telling the information. You're gonna miss out on millions, gang. You're gonna miss out on generational wealth because you think you know everything. And that's the only thing I don't like about certain day traders. Not all of them, but a good number of them. You can't tell them nothing. They think they know everything. It's like, bro, no, you don't know nothing about crypto. You don't. You need to actually shut up and sit back and listen.
And they usually what? Men, right?
Shit, I'ma say it's both, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even think it's a gender thing. I think it's just a trader mentality. Once they get to the lab, they making a little $1,000, $2,000 a day. You can't tell them shit.
There's a lot of dudes out here, tooting their horn. I see a lot of them. There's definitely dudes out here for sure.
Now then you have those traders that do deep research, that do read, that do have that, you know what I'm saying, they have a way better understanding of crypto. But those traders that do nothing outside of chart analysis and read charts, y'all ain't read a fucking document. Y'all ain't read nothing from the DTCC. Y'all ain't read nothing from the World Economic Forum. Y'all ain't seen nothing that Europe over there talking about. Y'all ain't paying attention to Japan. Y'all ain't paying attention to anything that the United States is doing as far as regulatory clarity and bringing these assets in. All the stuff BlackRock is talking about with tokenization, you can't voice an opinion on crypto. You can't. You don't know what you're talking about.
They don't look at geopolitical news as news for them. They just like, all right, it's just the charts and that's it.
That's it.
But if those organizations that you mentioned, that is the same system that feeds you. That's the same system that we do business with, right?
Exactly.
Like, that's all your banks. That's all your institutions. That's all these Fortune 500 companies. That's all these, organizations all combined in one. That's what the World Economic Forum is. What you think they talking about? Why you think they saying what the things that they saying just because they want to? Nah, the DTCC is literally the stock market. So, cats.
Yeah, they out here tripping.
Okay.
And shout out to Khalil. Khalil said, I just got off the markets and crypto has its own trend away from stocks and indexes. Thank you, Khalil.
Shout out to Khalil.
Thank you. I love when other traders chime in. The traders that actually, and those are the traders I'm talking about, that actually read and do their own research, or they, are listening to researchers and they're keeping up with daily crypto. with daily crypto news and trends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those people have a much better understanding. But those traders that don't do that, that does the opposite, gang, you can't, bro, shut up. We don't want to hear nothing you talking about because you don't know what you're talking about.
Because in this space, shit is changing like week to week.
Day to day, hour to hour, sometimes.
In some cases, day to day, yeah. But definitely week to week, you know, it's a whole nother game, or salt is being thrown in the game somewhere, or they doing something new, or they got a new partnership somewhere. So you just got to pay attention to these things. And as you proceed, I see Coinbase.
Yeah, so Coinbase to acquire the clearing company and prediction markets push. So yeah, that's Coinbase. Coinbase getting active. I'm telling y'all, Kathy Wood, she ain't bought that stock just because it sounded cute. Hey, listen, Coinbase coming from Binance head. They coming for their head, gang. That's probably dang, yo, they cheating the game though. That's probably why they won't let Binance, into the US.
Oh yeah.
So Coinbase, they trying to let Coinbase catch up. That's crazy. Yeah, we should make that decision.
It's some backdoor shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Binance had to lead, globally for a while, but now Coinbase, they like, all right, we stepping outside. We stepping outside for real, for real. So Coinbase is buying a company called the Clearing Company to help move deeper into prediction markets. So Coinbase says it wants to become the everything exchange, like we talked about last week when they had their their rollout, or they announcement, their big announcements about the everything exchange, which is a place where people can trade not just crypto, but also stocks and other things. So who is the Clearing Company? So it's a new startup company. It runs on-chain prediction markets platforms, meaning it uses blockchain tech. And it has markets about things like politics, sports, culture, and digital assets. It was founded by Tony Gemiel. Oh, thank you. It was founded by Tony Gemiel, who previously worked with prediction market companies like Polymarket and Kalshi. So they got their own version of that. So that's what I'm seeing. And then Coinbase Ventures even invested in it earlier with the $15 million funding round. Oh, so they got vested interest in here. That's why they get in this company, because they invested into it early on. Okay, this makes sense. So what Coinbase is doing, the bigger plan here is Coinbase is trying to expand from just a crypto trading into prediction markets, stock trading, and a bigger all-in-one trading app. And, just do everything. They want to do everything. A Coinbase executive described it as one platform for equities and everything above. Why the prediction markets matter to Coinbase is because Coinbase thinks prediction markets could become a major growth area through 2026 because more people are using them, which is true. They're getting closer to regulatory clarity, and they have more real case use, right? And then prediction markets have also grown a lot since the 2024 United States election. And we know that for a fact, because that was probably, like, if not the most controversial election, it's up there. And then the regulation angle, the Clearing Company applied to the CFTC to become a derivatives clearing organization. Damn. So that's important because clearing is part of how big financial markets safely process trades in general. So this step forward, becoming part of the normal financial system, is imminent. And then the tax angle on why Coinbase thinks this might prefer these over gambling is because they also mentioned a proposed change in the tax rule in Trump's One Big Beautiful bill, and it could reduce how much gambling losses it can be reduced from 100% to 90%. Coinbase warns that these could cause phantom income. You owe taxes even if you didn't really make that much profit overall. We talked about that a couple of days ago. And then Coinbase argues prediction markets might be more tax efficient than regular sports betting if they're treated differently under tax rules, because they can be structured more like financial contracts and derivatives rather than gambling. So that's the loophole they found, fam. And then who else is in the prediction markets? Of course, we talked about Polymarket and Kalshi, DraftKings, and then others that were mentioned were Gemini, Bitnomial Clearinghouse, etc. So Coinbase is coming for everything. They don't care who you are. They don't care what you're doing. They saying, hey, you got a market share of prediction markets, we're coming for that. You got a market share of the stock market, we're coming for that. You got a shock market share of the crypto market globally, we are coming for that, fam. Coinbase, fam. I already know. I know I was critical of Coinbase before, but I can't say too much shit on them now. Like they stepping out for real.
No, they definitely doing a lot. I still don't trust them. I'm going to put that out there. Yeah. I still don't trust them, but they definitely doing a lot. Yeah, hold on 1 second.
And this is crazy. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys are double tapping the screen over there on TikTok. I see y'all running it up over there, and make sure y'all liking the live over here on YouTube, fam. All right. Yeah, that was pretty much the most important point. So yeah, Coinbase is doing their thing. They're gonna definitely change the game, especially on the social media front. Y'all looking to Zora, y'all looking to Farcaster. Shout out to Coop for putting me on to that shit, because that's gonna be different for social media as well. They coming. Somebody said that Coinbase donated $300K in Bitcoin on Netflix game What's in the Box to the winner. Damn. Over there on YouTube, they're saying they're not talking about the oil tankers that were seized from Venezuela. Yeah, listen, that's a whole nother conversation, fam. You talk about geopolitics, you talking about war. That's a whole nother. Venezuela and US. If you don't know what's going on between Venezuela and the US, it's too deep to go into right now. We may have to touch on it later, but we might have to touch on that Venezuela US debacle that's going on right now, because the US is doing some shicey shit. It seems like.
Gang. Yeah, that's why we kind of trying to stay out the geopolitics. It's very controversial. Everybody got different opinions. It's already very touchy. It's very touchy. It's already a lot mentally talking about crypto. So then you bring in geopolitics, it's like, oh.
But we do look into that. We do look into the geopolitical angle, because that we know that is very it's a determining factor on a lot of different things, for sure.
Yeah. But, for sure. Okay. So yeah, let's get into it. So let's I want to talk about this new XRP yield product. So let's talk about that real quick, because I thought that was some big news here, because this is what we're talking about when we say earning yield on your XRP, and just on your assets in general is going to be very, very, very important as these prices begin to increase in value here over the next 4 or 5 years. This is what you did. This is how you remain wealthy. This is how you don't go broke. So XRP 5 moves forward. So Flare, Upshift, and ClearStar launch Earn XRP. So it's first on-chain XRP yield vault. So what is Earn XRP? So Earn XRP is a new on-chain yield vault product that lets XRP holders earn yield denominated in XRP itself, something that hasn't been widely available before now. So it was jointly launched by Flare Network, which is a layer 1 blockchain enabling XRP in DeFi. Upshift is a vault infrastructure provider, and ClearStar, on-chain risk management and strategy curator. Together, they've built a non-custodial vault that automatically deploys users' funds into diversified yield strategies and compounds the returns back into XRP. So the key difference is this product doesn't pay yield in another token like USD stablecoins. The earnings are paid back in XRP, keeping holders fully exposed and rewarded in the same asset. So how it works. So you bridge XRP to FXRP. So XRP is wrapped into FXRP on Flare via the F asset system, which lets it interact with smart contracts in DeFi. And then you deposit it into Earn XRP Vault. So users deposit FXRP into a single vault. And then diversified strategy. So the vault automatically allocates capital across multiple yield generation strategies. So example is liquidity provisioning, lending, risk managed positions. So compounding in XRP. So all returns are compounded and paid out in XRP, greatly simplifying yield operations for users. So the product is non-custodial, meaning users keep control of their assets without needing a centralized custodian. So the smart contracts handle deployment on chain. This is huge. So why this matters is this is real yield for XRP holders. I'm gonna say it again. This is real yield for XRP holders. So traditionally, XRP hasn't had strong native income generator options because the XRP ledger doesn't natively support staking. So this vault provides real blockchain yield without selling your XRP. So this is a major leap in XRP utility, expanding its role from settlement and payments into productive DeFi assets. So this is another reason why you don't want to wait for DeFi regulations. Because listen, y'all, these liquidity pools fill up. Some of y'all think you just gonna have a spot because you got some XRP. You about to be competing with institutions. I'm gonna say that again. You're about to be competing with institutions. I don't care if you somebody that's sitting on 25,000 XRP tokens right now. You're about to be competing with institutions. You're about to be competing with people who have millions of XRP. They are going to be priority over your little 25, and then you're not even gonna put in the whole 25. You're only gonna put in a certain amount to earn you. You're not gonna risk all your XRP in a liquidity pool. So you got to remember that. So for those that's like, oh, I'm gonna wait, or I think I saw a comment earlier saying I'll just wait on Ripple. Gang, that listen, to each his own. If you want to wait, cool. But I'm sitting here telling you, because you can't say nobody didn't tell you, these pools are gonna fill up. These liquidity pools are gonna fill up, and the people that was already there already got their spot. Even if they got in with 200 XRP, they got their spot, gang. It don't matter. First dibs. So if you can get in now when it's not as competitive, and you can get you a spot easily, or you can wait. Good luck getting in though, because I'm pretty sure most people in this chat don't have what institutions have as far as XRP goes. Like, we're talking about institutions having hundreds of thousands, if not millions of these tokens that they're going to put into a liquidity pool to earn yield on. So good luck. But I'm telling you, you might want to go ahead and at least be at minimum educating yourself. So that way, when it's time to jump in, and you can jump in right before the institutions, so you can go ahead and jump in. But when you trying to figure out what's going on and how to rebalance and how to even get into a pool and then you're trying to figure out what this is and that is, so you don't do the wrong thing. By the time you figure it all out, you don't looked up. Oh shit, they already in there. They're not letting me in. Oh shit, they're not letting me. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, and you're not getting in. So to each his own. So y'all can play that. Like I used to be like that in college. I was a procrastinator. I'm a professional procrastinator. So like in college, I used to wait. The paper had to be turned in on Blackboard at 12 a.m. I started writing that paper at maybe 10:45. And this was before AI.
Oh yeah, before AI.
This was before AI. I'm an auntie. I was in college from 2012 to 2016. Okay, so this was before AI. So I threw them Hail Marys and I passed. I got my degree. I finished. You feel me? So I get it. Some of y'all probably just like me. Y'all are professional procrastinators and y'all get it done at the last minute. Game winner.
But that's when sometimes we perform the best. You know what I'm saying? In that 23rd hour or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I perform my best in clutch moments. So but this ain't one of them situations, y'all. You're speaking. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I was one of the ones. Sometimes I walked in the library at 11:30. I had 30 minutes to get that 2-page paper done. 30 minutes. No
AI, no chat.
No AI. And this was back when they knew you was plagiarizing. They could tell if you copied and pasted. So listen, I'm one of them people too. But this ain't that, y'all. This ain't to get the paper done in 30 to 45 minutes or within that last hour and still get a B or even an A at best. You know what I'm saying? This ain't one of them situations. If you wait 30 minutes before it's time to turn that paper in, gang, you're not gonna pass. You're not passing.
Right.
You're gonna fail.
Right. Nah.
So make sure, So I wanted to emphasize that, y'all, because now that XRP is popping up in DeFi and they getting ready to show the whole DeFi space. Yeah, we've been here. We weren't doing much. We was quiet, but hey, we here. Yeah, we ready now. I bet we got your attention now. All this liquidity over here. So get right. Get right, gang, because shit gonna move and shit is gonna move fast. Shit gonna move so quickly. So don't procrastinate too much, gang. Don't procrastinate too much. But yeah, it just talks about compounding the XRP. So why does matter? So real yield for XRP holders. So traditionally, XRP hasn't had strong native income generating options. So because the XRP ledger doesn't natively support staking, this vote provides real blockchain yield without selling your XRP. So this is a major leap in XRP utility. I'm gonna say it again. This vote provides real blockchain yield without selling your XRP. So this is a major leap in XRP utility, expanding its role from settlement and payments into productive DeFi assets. This is the advantage you have from being early. A lot of people that have XRP, I don't care if they got $100 worth, $1,000 worth, and they bought at 40 cents. The difference is the people that just bought in because somebody told them to, and they told them it was a good asset, they didn't do research no further than that. So what's going to happen is those people that's just been holding on to their XRP and they just waiting on the big kaboom and they just bought it and forgot about it. They don't give a shit about crypto. They just go on about their career and their life, right? They didn't see they fucked up because they didn't know that they could be earning yield. So they're gonna fuck up and they're gonna sell. XRP gonna go to $100, $500, $1,000, and they're gonna sell in between one of those price points. And then they're gonna realize I never had to sell, at least not all of it.
Yeah.
I never had to sell all of it, and so that's why it pays to be early and to be here and be patient, because they're gonna miss out on earning real yield off of their XRP, which would have been life-changing, because now I'm making passive income, you know what I'm saying? And I can live off my passive income depending on how much XRP, you know what I'm saying, I have. So, hey. So, but yeah, I'm gonna continue. So, but Flare's FXRP token was created to bring XRP into DeFi so it can be used for lending, trading, and yield crucial infrastructure for products like Earn XRP. And then you have institutional grade infrastructure. So ClearStar's involvement means the vault isn't just a simple yield farm. It's curated with risk management and diversified strategy allocation. So that's important because early DeFi yield products sometimes concentrated risk. This has safeguards and manual vetting baked in. Also, layering of the XRP DeFi stack. So Earn XRP is part of a broader XRP-Fi ecosystem building around Flare. So FXRP brings XRP into DeFi on Flare, and stablecoin minting has already launched via Enos's loans, enabling XRP-backed stablecoins. So XRP staking protocols as well, like Firelight's STXRP, are also developing. So altogether, these components expand XRP's economic footprint beyond payments. So the key takeaways here is Earn XRP launches real yield for XRP holders on pay in the same asset held. Then you have non-custodial and diversified. So this reduces complexity and centralization risk. And then it's part of broader XRP-Fi expansion on Flare. So showing growing DeFi activity. And then FXRP plus F assets system is deployment enabling this. So expanding XRP's use cases in DeFi. So man, this is the way. This is the way. This is why we're shadow banned. This is why, but again, this is why we're shadow banned, because we're sharing information like this. See, it's one thing that you got some XRP. It's a whole nother thing if you know about DeFi and the yield part. See, most people ain't heard of DeFi yet. So it's like, okay, cool. Y'all got some. That's cool. That's a bet. All right, bet. Y'all don't know nothing about this yield, though. Y'all will be broke in the next 3 to 5 years because y'all don't know nothing about this yield. And you found out and figured out the yield part too late, and now you done, you know what I'm saying, you don't went through your money. Now you know what I'm saying, you don't have too much to risk. So, man, listen, make sure y'all taking advantage, gang. Make sure y'all taking advantage.
No, you definitely got to take advantage, and you got to understand that this is some historical stuff. This is some historical stuff. You know, all of this information that we're talking about now is going to age extremely well going into 2027, 2028. I could guarantee that. I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
I guarantee that.
For sure. Because
they're gonna be like, well, you know, you're in crypto, but you know about DeFi. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna start talking about that more often. The average person, the average crypto holder, rather, they're gonna be start talking about like, oh, did you put it in a pool? You know what I'm saying? In the coming months and years to come, probably. Yep. I see that happening.
Yep. So a lot of people gonna be, they're gonna be definitely asking that. So it's coming, gang. So but yeah, with this next article, we got Charles Hoskinson, however you say his goddamn name, But he argues the Trump token caused crypto a 70-vote Senate win and sparked the Bitcoin only crisis.
Yeah, your boy Charles talking again. So
here he go.
Yeah, here we go. Here he go. So this article talks about Charles Hoskinson. You know, who he's the guy behind Cardano. He's saying that the Trump-themed crypto coin, Trump coin, caused big problems in two different ways. He said, one, it ruined a big chance for pro-crypto law to pass easily in the U.S. Senate. And two, it helped cause a Bitcoin-only year where Bitcoin did well, but a lot of other coins, altcoins, struggled. And it also says that his story is partly true, but not as simple as he makes it sound. So he said in December 2024, crypto people expected around 70 senators would vote for the Clarity Act, which is, you know, the major crypto market structure bill. But then Trump token launched right before Trump took office and made crypto look like corruption. This is what he said. That, he agrees, turned crypto from bipartisan, meaning both parties, into a political fight. He also says that the scandal pushed investors away from altcoins into Bitcoin, causing a Bitcoin-only rally. And the Trump token did create real political backlash. As we talk about, you know, Maxine Waters and what's the other lady's name that always be hating on Trump?
Elizabeth.
Yeah,
Warren.
yeah. Thank you, Elizabeth Warren. Exactly. So Trump launched with 200 million tokens sold and 800 million held by Trump-controlled entities. And then critics called it a conflict of interest. Of course it was. Of course it was. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, though. Anybody could have created their coin. Anybody. Elizabeth could have. Maxine could have. Anybody could have created their own coin, their own meme coin. So a president making money from a coin while influencing crypto policy. Yeah, he cheated, but they all cheat. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that the nature of their game anyway? Maxine Waters canceled a planned joint House hearing on crypto rules, and she explicitly cited Trump's meme coin and World Liberty Financial as the reason. So yes, the meme coin created a real mess in Washington, but crypto was already tied to Trump way before the meme coin even came out. Right?
That's true, but he also knew when he dropped that coin it was definitely gonna cause political drama. That was my only issue when he dropped the token, because I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of pissed that he did that, because I'm like, nigga, you're opening up a can of worms that gonna have us bickering back and forth. That's gonna you know, hold everything up. That was my only issue, but they knew that though. They knew that when they did it.
But again, that was in the script. That was probably
that's what I'm saying. It was planned. It was planned.
Yeah. So they had to stall. They had to stall. So somehow, some way. So but the crypto was, you know, it was already tied to Trump before the meme coin, right? Trump branded himself the crypto president before that. The Trump family, you know, they had ties to the World Liberty Financial, you know.
Hold on. That's a scam page, Christopher. Don't DM that page. This is a scam. Real Crypto Queen 22. That's not me. That is not me. If you look at my name on my page, my name is The Real Crypto Queen 22. That's a fake page. Do not. Hey, scammer, stop scamming, gang. Let me block your dumb ass. You had the nerve to come in here and actually respond to people. Let me block your scamming ass.
Crazy, fam.
If hell a real place, I hope you burn in it. Had to say that before I blocked the air.
That's crazy. That's
fucking
crazy.
Scammers.
All that shit, you know, TikTok and these other platforms be doing. They don't want to get rid of these. TikTok don't want to get rid of these fucking scammers, yo.
Yeah, I'm mad I just saw that.
Yeah, that shit crazy. But so the meme coin didn't invent the controversy. It poured gasoline on a fire that was already burning, pretty much. So the 70 Senate votes part has weak proof. The article states that there is no public record showing a confirmed 70 vote Senate yes count for the Clarity in December of 2024, and the Democrats were already split, and ethics concern made some Democrats more hesitant, which we saw. And then number 4, the meme coin didn't completely kill crypto legislation. Obviously, even after all the drama, the House still passed major crypto bills, the Genius Act, and the Clarity movement through the House with bipartisan votes. but not huge unanimous support. So that means Trump made things way harder this year, but it didn't stop the progress. So, I mean, I guess his claims is true, but it's all part of the game. I think Charles got set at the little table or some reason. You know how they set the kids at the other table in Thanksgiving? I think he got set at the little table or something. Because I don't know. What you think? He in the room with the big dogs?
I've been trying to figure him out. I don't know. I think he is. He just need to chill out.
Yeah.
But I think it's some favoritism or something going on. That's how he acted. He's like he's in the room, but he mad he not a favorite.
Yeah. He mad he not sitting at a particular area.
And he don't get invited. He don't get invited.
He's not sitting with the popular kids. He wants to sit with the popular kids.
Right, and he's not getting invited to everything.
Yeah. They shunning him away. So, but yeah. So he pointed out the obvious. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Trump gonna do what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He the president. He can't get in. He's not gonna get in trouble. What president in history has really gotten in trouble or put behind bars? None.
Right.
And they're not gonna start. They're not gonna start because if they start, they're gonna set a new precedence on leadership.
Well,
and then you got to look at everything. But yeah, he gonna do what he want to do. What we got?
So we got Visa. So let's talk about these AI agents real quick. Let's get into these AI agents. So Visa maps a path to AI agents, commerce that feels familiar and safe. So yeah, let's talk about it because AI agents is gonna be a huge topic moving forward. Hold on, y'all. Let me chew this candy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you smacking over there. What happened?
I needed something. Okay, all right. So what is the agentic commerce? I don't even know how to say agentic. Well, I don't know why they just want to say AI agents. Agentic. I would just prefer them to just fucking say AI agents. But agentic commerce refers to a new model of shopping. I know we talked about this a little bit before. We talked about this last week. But yeah, they're coming out with a new model of shopping where AI agents, software acting on behalf of users, don't just help find products, they execute purchases and payments with little to no human input. So this changes commerce from a single checkout moment into a continuous automated process driven by intent and permission. So instead of clicking through checkout pages yourself, an agent could search for what you want, compare prices, apply preferences, complete the purchase automatically, all while you stay in control. So why Visa is pushing this? So Visa is focused on ensuring this future is trusted and secure, not chaotic and risky. Whatever malls that is left in America, y'all might as well go ahead and start packing up. It's a wrap. We're not coming back. We already barely go now. I hate the mall, and I used to love the mall, but it don't be shit in there. Okay, anyway.
Inventory is definitely low when you go to certain, not just the mall, just stores in general, fam.
Yeah. No, for sure. So Visa is focused on ensuring this future is trusted and secure and not chaotic and risky. So number one, trust comes first. So Visa believes the key to what's the word again? Agentic commerce adoption is trust. So merchants must know who or what is making the purchase, that the agent is authorized, what rules the agent follows. So this is similar to today's checkout trust, but now the entity initiating the payment might be an AI, not a human. Well, it's over on sneakers. So the AI bots was already getting all the goddamn shoes over there at Nike. So it's over with now, y'all. I don't know how we gonna get them shoes. Might have to play them raffles online because good God.
Yeah,
it's over with. That's all. That was my only thing. But everything else I love because I don't like going to the store any fucking way. I hate lines. So this is good. But so know your AI agent. So they're calling this KYA. So Visa has launched a trusted agent protocol in the concept of know your agent. So cryptographically verify an AI agent's identity, link that identity to a real user's permissions, and define what the agent is allowed to spend, when, and how. So this ensures that AI agents act only with explicit user authority, not just autonomously without control. Also, continuous risk and security. So instead of one login plus checkout, agentic commerce evaluates risk continuously. So monitoring patterns and behavior in real time, spotting anomalies, impersonation, or automated fraud. So Visa wants to keep risk controls as seamless as regular payments so users don't feel friction, but merchants and networks stay protected. So I do know one thing that Visa's gonna do, because Apple already did it with their credit card. They're not giving out card numbers moving forward. That's why I was one time on live, I told y'all to look at y'all cards, because it's the last time you getting a new card. So if your card expire in 2029, 2030, they're gonna have a whole different, we're gonna be using digital wallets by then. But that's gonna be a way for them to keep this stuff secure. Is because people won't be able to scam and get your card number no more. That's how people are able to scam, because all they need is your card number, them 3 digits on the back, and the expiration date, and they can use your card online or whatever. So but yeah. So and then standards are critical. So Visa argues that if every platform builds its own agent standards, the ecosystem will fragment. So instead, Visa is advocating for common trust protocols so merchants worldwide can recognize trusted AI agents consistently, making scaling possible. So why this matters? So this isn't just about chat bots or recommendation engines. It's about AI fully completing financial transactions on behalf of users. That's a huge shift with major implications. So payments will become automated. So payments becomes part of an ongoing conversation with AI and not a manual button press at checkout. Shopping gets personalized and effortless. So agents can learn preferences, handle timing, and complete purchases proactively. I think that humans are finna struggle with the idea of how much time they're gonna have on their hands, because now you won't have to spend time doing stuff that took so much time. So like shopping, like shopping, that's time consuming. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're if you making a grocery list, that's time consuming, because you got to go through your refrigerator to see what you need, your cabinets and all that. Paying your bills, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to sit down, budget, see how much money you got, blah blah blah. Like AI agents finna be doing all of that for you. So imagine you don't got to make grocery lists no more. You don't got to go grocery shopping. It pays your bills, so you don't got to sit down a couple days out of the month to pay bills. It'll all be autonomous. So now you're just gonna have mad free time. So this is when we be saying get your mind right. This is when you need to be getting your mind right, because a lot of people they're not gonna know what to do with all this time they finna have on their hands. Oh my bad. Okay, so yeah, but it does say security must evolve. So trust and identity, not passwords, becomes central to payment security, which aligns with broader efforts like tokenization and cryptographically bound credentials. And then merchants and developers must adopt. So this whole time, as y'all can see, AI was just waiting on crypto. It was waiting for everything to move on chain. AI been ready. I've been told y'all they've been had them robots. They've been ready. But merchants and developers must adapt. So merchants will need to integrate new protocols so they can recognize trusted AI agents, accept agent-initiated payments, and handle new risk vectors. So this is a different integration challenge than today's e-commerce stack. So yeah, beyond Visa's work, Fiserv and other payments providers are already adopting these AI agent commerce protocols from Visa and MasterCard, showing the market is mobilizing. And then secure agent commerce pilot. So with companies like Nakuda, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but it's spelled Nekuda. Powering agent wallets are already demonstrating real autonomous purchase flows, and then global standards discussions. So like the agent payments protocol AP2 are progressing to ensure interoperability and auditability across platforms and merchants. So yeah.
So that 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, hour there that you had to spend time doing that, you're gonna get that back. You're gonna get that back. And it's gonna add up.
Yeah, it's gonna add up. So now that I don't have to spend 2 hours of my day going to the grocery store, standing in line, and all this other stuff, like now I got time to do other stuff. So it's like, okay, now that like humans are gonna have to rewire their brain for life in general. Like this is a life transition that's occurring. Like I know we talk about payments and you know what I'm saying, getting wealthy and all of this stuff, but this changes how we do everyday life now.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, oh shoot. So what do I do now? Because I don't have to grocery shop. I don't have to sit down and take an hour or two to budget and pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? This AI agent does everything for me. So now it's like being creative. That's why they said creators will thrive in this new economy.
Yep.
Now it's being creative. Now it's utilizing this technology for the better and creating something good out of it and finding yourself. Go meditate, nigga. Go touch grass. A lot of y'all forgot y'all don't do that. Go touch grass. Go hiking. I don't know. Go fucking start a garden, nigga. Go do something productive. Yeah. Like I don't know who's gonna complain about not being obligated to basically do adult duties that we all freaking really. I know. I mean, some of y'all might like shopping. I don't like fucking grocery shopping, but I'm just saying, like, it's like you're getting free from your adult duties, and they're saying go be a human, and y'all are like, no, they're gonna have too much control over me. Nigga, to a certain degree, but nigga, you gonna be home. You gonna have all your time to yourself. Like, I get it, it's pros and cons, but goddamn, like,
cats got identity problems. You know what I'm saying? Like we was talking about before. You know what I'm saying? They don't have anything outside of their job or their career that gives them purpose. So it's kind of like they can be dealing with identity crisis. So they're gonna have to figure that out, like you just said.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just more so like, do y'all want this system to continue to like go? And that's a like really sit here and think about it. Like this current system that we're currently in, that you're currently struggling to survive in, y'all want that system to continue. The system that has cheated, the system that's really on autopilot, because truthfully, that system is dead. That system's been done, but it's on autopilot because y'all are still in that mode. Y'all ain't stopped. You know what I'm saying? But that system really is over with. And y'all, it's just going on autopilot. So it's like, y'all want to continue with this system where wages don't meet inflation, where the gap is so big, it's the biggest it's ever been historically. Y'all want that system to continue? I think it's time for some change around this bitch. That's all I'm saying. I think it's time for some change around this bitch. I think y'all let a lot slide for too goddamn long. And I'm just saying I don't fear change, but I see the cons. So don't think I'm just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't see the bad.
Oh,
yeah. I see the bad. I see how they could weaponize this for sure.
It's pros and cons with everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you want to be rich in that time period, or you want to not be rich in that time period. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's a vast difference. You know
Shout out to 30 plus Breezy. He said having a job is control too. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for pointing that out, because it's just a different type of control. It's like we're going from one control system to another. Truthfully, that's really what's happening. Y'all just don't want to sit here and believe how much control they currently have over your life right now. Y'all be talking about, oh, I don't like the digital system. I don't want cryptocurrency and blockchain because they'll be able to shut our money off. Bitch, they can fucking cut your bank account off right now. What is y'all talking about? They could cut your bank account off right now. They could garnish your wages from your paycheck. They could garnish all the money out your account right now if they wanted to. Right now.
Because you know most people just keep their money in the bank anyway. And you know most people that beyond that, most people not even doing the jobs that they want to do anyway, fam. Most people are just placed in there because of convenience or whatever, timing. Most people are displaced in society. And I will say that till we change over to something else. Most people are displaced in society, not doing their purpose. That's the facts. That's why people are disgruntled. That's why people are like, oh man, this sucks or whatever, because they're not doing what they meant to be doing. If they even figured that out. You know what I'm saying? So
he's speaking facts. So now this thing about to change everything about life. That's what I'm saying. People all 2026 is gonna be my year. I'm doing my goals. I'm doing my what's it called? The little visionary vision board.
Vision board.
Vision boards. Y'all niggas ain't got a clue what the fuck about to happen. Y'all finna come back and be looking at our live streams like, oh my God.
Yo, every year they're gonna be having the same memes up. Like 2026 is gonna be my year. I'm gonna do this. And then once we get not even halfway through the motherfucker, once we get to February, jokers just start going to the wayside. And then they say it again. next year. So
I'm telling you. So, hey, change is here, y'all. Change is here. Get ready. Mentally prepare yourself. Because the change is here. The change is coming, and a lot of people is not ready. A lot of people not ready. But BlockNation ready. We ready. You know what I'm saying? The chosen ones is ready. Even the ones that's not in here. You know what I'm saying? The people that's know that's keeping up with what's going on. They see all these changes coming. They're gonna be ready. Everybody else though, God bless you. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, may God walk with you for real. You know what I mean, during this time period, because
we're just going through a transition phase.
Jeez.
100%. So we'll circle back to the AI agents because I think it's some more articles.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about Ghana real quick.
Yeah, I'll let you go over Ghana real quick. Yeah, Ghana approves bill legalizing cryptocurrency.
Yeah, so over there in Africa, do we got anybody in Africa in the chat? You know, put a one in the chat if you're in Africa. What they got going on over there? So Ghana legalizes crypto. So Ghana just passed a new law that makes cryptocurrency trading legal and sets up official rules on how crypto companies can operate. So before this, lots of people in Ghana use crypto, but it was kind of a legal gray area. So not clearly allowed or just all outright banned. So now it's official. It's allowed, but it's regulated. So the name of the law that was passed through the Guyanese parliament was the Virtual Asset Service Providers Bill 2025. And then the Bank of Ghana, which is their central bank, confirmed the law is now in force. So what changes are happening now over there? So crypto is legal, not shady. People and companies can trade crypto without fearing arrest just for trading. That's crazy. They was arresting people for just trading crypto. That is wild. That's how much and that's what you're talking about. The control, fam. You got people that's getting arrested in different countries just for trading crypto, just because they don't understand it. They fear what they don't understand all the time. So one main rule maker was the law creates one rule set for crypto in Ghana. The central banks get full authority over the crypto sector, and then crypto companies must get permission and licenses. You know, for any virtual company like exchanges, wallet services, they must apply for approval, follow compliance rules, and accept monitoring. If they don't follow the rules, they can be punished or shut down. Why Ghana's doing this is because the government says that the goal is control and safety, not banning crypto. They're telling you they want to control it. So they telling you we want control and safety, more control, more heavy on the control side. Reduce frauds and scams, prevent money laundering, stop companies from misusing customer funds, and protect consumers. And then they said Ghana learned from the 2022 financial crisis when the weak oversight caused big losses and hurt trust. And then what this could mean for the economy, even before the law, hundreds of thousands of people were already using crypto for sure. But now that the law's legal and regulated, bigger international exchanges and fintech companies may feel safer entering Ghana because you got official experts more on jobs, tax money, investments, and they specifically mention helping younger people in fintech, especially for payments and remittances. So the timeline is the Bank of Ghana will roll out license supervision in phases during 2026, and then existing crypto businesses must register and comply to keep operating. So yeah, Ghana. I see Coinbase going over there too.
They trying to get that money over there in Africa. They know what the fuck going on.
Yeah. All right. So we got Africa in the chat. My lady family from Ghana. I've been trying to get them to tap in. Well, tell them it's legal over there. Tell them it's legal
now. Ain't no excuses now. It's legal.
Yeah, tell them it's legal. If you got people from Africa or you yourself from Africa, I don't know what side of TikTok we on now. They keep changing the algorithm up. But if you in Africa, South Africa, or wherever, fam, it's getting regulation over there. So yeah.
Man, okay. All right. Shout out to Ghana. Shout out to Ghana getting it together. Damn, we let Ghana beat us. Goddamn embarrassing. Not against Ghana, but I'm just saying, like, goddamn. We so behind. We gotta catch up.
It's just because we were just talking all that shit, and Trump was talking all that shit. We're gonna be the crypto capital of the world. We ain't even got our shit together.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, That's why Americans be, you know, saying the shit that they be saying, because he be saying the shit he be saying. So
Facts.
here we are. Here we are. So but yeah, I got this next article that's talking about how CFOs are letting AI into the finance function carefully. So I'm showing y'all this so that y'all can see the integration is happening, man. I think AI agents, they're gonna start fresh in January, February, and they about to take the fuck off. Like they finna be showing. I don't know how they gonna market it, but they gonna show somebody that's using one and they ain't doing nothing, and the lazy motherfucking Americans gonna be like, where I go buy it. The lazy motherfucking Americans like me that don't like grocery shopping, that don't like standing in lines, we all finna be like, well, how much is it? Cause I need that today. What I don't know what they getting ready to do, but AI agents is getting ready to take the fuck off. So y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. That's why we going over it. So this shit ain't gonna catch us by surprise. Now the sheep, they ain't gonna know what the hell going on, but we gonna be ready for it. So yeah, so CFOs let AI in the finance, but they're keeping a hand on the wheel. So AI isn't just hype anymore, which we knew that. It's being actively used inside corporate finance, but CFOs are adopting it in a cautious stage way. So they want the benefits of AI while controlling the risk and judgment heavy decisions. So what CFOs are using AI for today? So CFOs are focusing AI adoption first on structured rules-based tasks where the benefits are clear and trust is established. So that includes monitoring cash flow and working capital. So nearly half of CFOs already use AI for this. And then you have audit readiness, anomaly detection, and compliance oversight. So areas with clear rules and measurable outcomes. So in short, AI is mostly a visibility and monitoring tool right now, not an autonomous decision maker. So where CFOs are willing to let AI recommend. So CFOs are comfortable taking advice from AI as long as humans stay in control. So 52% will let AI recommend liquidity and payment timing adjustments. 42% trust AI with audit logs, alerts, and variance analysis. So this shows that CFOs see AI as a trusted advisor, not a replacement for human judgment. So where CFOs still draw the line. So AI isn't being handed the keys to the kingdom yet. CFOs don't want to execute in highly complex or risky functions, such as cross-system workflow orchestration, also like coordinating multiple ERPs, fully autonomous forecasting or scenario planning. High-stakes cross-functional decisions like M&A or external negotiations. So in other words, the trust barrier rises sharply as complexity goes up. So where CFOs see the greatest future impact. So CFOs believe that as trust and integration improve, AI will eventually transform the hardest parts of finance, including regulatory adoption and compliance. So over 60% will let AI monitor and respond to new rules automatically. Capital structure optimization and reporting. So nearly half will let AI help shape these decisions. And dynamic budget reallocation and workflow efficiency. So areas where manual friction is highest today. So the direction is clear. AI moving from monitoring to strategic assistance, but not full autonomy yet. So why this matters? So AI adoption in finance is practical, not speculative. So CFOs aren't chasing shiny toys. They're using AI where it measurably improves control and efficiency. Also, trust is sequence. So first you automate rules, then you let AI advise, and maybe one day execute. So this is why CFOs still keep strategic decisions in humans' hands. So the future isn't AI replacing CFOs. If CFOs becoming better at strategy because AI handles data and routine work. So this mirrors what other research is finding about finance AI adoption across industries: slow, steady, and ROI focused rather than reckless automation. So I definitely agree with the CFOs, because you don't want to get an AI too much control. So that's where it gets a little that's where it gets a little gray for me, is you don't want to get them too much control. Like I don't want to walk in my house and have a smart house and the AI telling me what to put my thermostat on. Nigga, I tell you what to put my thermostat on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like little stuff like that where you don't want it to get too much control. But I'm glad CFOs are being clear that they aren't resistant AI. So they're pretty much trying to get in a sequencing of trust.
They got no choice. They ain't got no choice.
Oh yeah, they don't have a choice. They definitely don't.
They could try to say all this shit like, oh yeah, we're getting into. Y'all ain't got no choice. If you want to continue business as usual. If you want to still be a CFO, you better. You know what I'm saying? And some of these CFOs ain't even gonna be around anyway, because they gonna get, the AI gonna take their job too. You know what I mean? In certain cases.
Yeah, certain jobs, no, the CFOs will be gone. Will be gone soon. So no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Especially when we get into this, DAOs and shit become more of a commonplace thing. And then, people within the company are gonna be able to have control if you're setting up a DAO. So you ain't gonna need no CFO. You ain't gonna need that person overarching, making these decisions. You're gonna have something else.
Facts, bro. Facts. So I got one more AI agent article because I had to share this one. I was trying to keep it at minimum because it's just a lot of AI agent talk right now, but I couldn't pass this one up because this was AWS and Microsoft. So just to show y'all some major companies here. So Amazon Web Services and Microsoft say agentic AI is ready for real banking, not just experiments. So here's what the article says. So recent signals from AWS and Microsoft move agentic AI in financial services past the hype phase and into real production value. So both tech giants are arguing that banks and financial firms can use multi-agent AI architectures to automate complex regulated workflows, not just simple chat responses. So the key idea, huh?
No, I said, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so the key idea, so instead of one big AI trying to do everything, multiple specialized AI agents work together. So each focus on a specific financial task and coordinate outcomes. So how AWS frames the banking use case. So AWS says the next wave isn't single prompt AI, it's multi-agent systems that can handle real-time market analysis, process transactions, validate policies with traceability, scale to large complex financial data sets. So this is done by using architectural patterns such as sequential workflows for strict compliance tasks like AML or insurance claims, swarm patterns for collaborative research, hierarchical models. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hierarchical. Whatever models for coordinated tasks like loan underwriting or fraud risk modeling. So AWS also warns against agent washing, calling simple automation agentic AI, and stresses that true value comes from the right architecture, not a buzzword. So Microsoft's view. So here's Microsoft chiming in. So frontier firms win with agentic AI. So Microsoft agrees that some financial firms are entering a pivotal phase where AI moves beyond experiments. Core workflows are redesigned around agents. Humans stay in the loop, but agents execute the heavy lifting. And they call these leaders frontier firms. So organizations that organizations that agentic AI that take agentic AI deeply, gaining measurable outcomes like higher revenue, faster credit decisions, safer payments, reduced fraud risk. So Microsoft also says the success factors for 2026 include anchoring AI to real business value, building AI fluency across teams, a strong data infrastructure, embedding responsible AI and compliance from the start, and governance and auditability built into agent workflows. So agentic AI is not just a buzzword, it has practical banking use cases. So before AI and finance was mostly about recommendations or analytics, now AWS and Microsoft are saying real process execution, settlement, risk scans, credit decisions is on the horizon using AI agents. So this aligns with broader trends where AI is being used to actually act on financial data, not just describe it. And then you have accountability and governance are part of the architecture. So both AWS and Microsoft emphasize auditability roles, and human supervision, meaning AI won't run wild. It's designed to fit within regulated environments and compliance frameworks. So this matters because finance is one of the toughest verticals in terms of risk and regulations. And then you have multi-agent systems are the future of enterprise AI. So instead of one centralized LLM doing everything, which is less reliable and harder to control, these systems use specialized sub-agents working together, much like an operations team, but automated. So think of it like a digital orchestra. Instead of a solo performer, That's where scale and reliability come from. So man, so key takeaways here is just agentic AI is shifting from pilot phase to production value banking. Man, hey, DeFi can't hit it on the nose, gang. This shit going up next year. Jesus, boy. Like I kept telling y'all, 2026, life in Earth, the Earth as we know it is changing in 2026. Enjoy this last week and a half we have left of 2025, because after this, y'all will not see this Earth ever again. The way y'all be reminiscing on 2016 and how 2016 was such a good year and all this stuff, that's how y'all finna be reminiscing from 2025 and before, because 2026 and beyond is your new Earth. So you say hi, nigga. Say hi.
The newer Earth.
Yeah, the newer Earth. Yeah. So and then it just talks about governance and audibility are built into these systems, and it's addressing compliance concerns. And the next phase of banking AI isn't chat. It's an AI that can act, reason, and execute within regulated operations. So yeah, AI agents is they're getting ready to hit the scene hard.
Yeah. Nah, agreed. Because when you're talking about those data sets, that's the processing, that's the analysis, that's the storage. That's a lot. That's a lot, fam. So if the agentic AI is taking over these roles that certain people or certain entities used to have control over or used to have a say so, and we're talking about banking and the money, then yeah, people gonna have to definitely upskill something, make themselves valuable. Make themselves valuable.
Make yourself valuable. And now's the time to really, dive deep into yourself and figure out what you love and what you want to do and how can you profit from it so you can survive. I mean, that's the pivot here. Like, either you can upskill for those that are career oriented and y'all actually like y'all jobs and working every day. You got to upskill. You got to figure out where you're still going to be needed and relevant. That's what you need to be doing right now. For those that are looking forward to the UBI checks and going home, y'all just need to figure out what you like to do, find yourself again, and execute and go from there. And get as much crypto as possible before your ass get laid off. That's my best advice I can give you. And go meditate. Go dive deep within and talk to your higher self and figure it out from there. Don't lose your mind though. Don't lose your mind, because a lot of y'all identities is attached to y'all careers, and that's that's a disaster waiting to happen at this point, because we see the job market is shifting to a new day and age.
Didn't Elon say some shit like where in the future people are not even gonna have to work anymore? You know what I'm saying? Didn't he say that shit a while ago?
Say that again. What did
Elon? Didn't Elon say some shit like in the future people are not really gonna have to work anymore?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, y'all. Let's all career, college, education, indoctrination talk aside, y'all, we was never supposed to be doing this. Can we talk about it? I truly believe we was never supposed to really be doing this shit, not at the magnitude that we're doing it.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Like, me and my mom was talking about that, and she's a boomer, and she even admitted, I said, Mom, at what point did you realize that you did not need to be at a fucking job for 8 hours a day? Like, we were talking about that because we were talking about how my dad, well, now my stepdad, how he raised me, because I was with him most of the time, because he worked for himself. I just put that out there. He worked for himself, and but I was with him a lot, and my mom wasn't around a lot because she had to work. She had to be at her job all the time. So I'm like, at what point did you realize? She's like, when I had kids. That's when I realized 4 hours a day, 8 hours a day is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then, COVID happened, and then that's when a lot of people woke up. But I truly believe, to a certain degree, maybe we are supposed to be doing some of this, but I just don't think you're supposed to be confined to a building for 8 to 12 hours a day. I don't truly believe that. I don't think you're supposed to be working 3 jobs to make ends meet.
When you gonna see the sun? When you gonna see the sun? When you gonna feel the sun on your skin?
Right. When are you gonna enjoy yourself? When you gonna go get that much needed massage or go to the chiropractor because your bones and your body aching from just running and gunning all the time? Like, you're not supposed to be doing this. When is that part gonna click for humans? Because we done got so intertwined into the grind that we forgot we ain't supposed to be doing this shit like this.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be doing this shit. Like at least not for 8 hours a day, maybe 4. But I just don't think you're supposed to spend more of your life with a company than you do your family.
Say that again, please. Your coworkers know more about you than your own family, right?
Exactly.
That should be crazy, fam. That should be crazy.
No, it's crazy to think about. And I know I've said this on live before. This was back when we first started going live, but I'm gonna say it again because I feel like it's relevant. Them co-workers at your wife or your husband job know your spouse better than you do, because they spend more time with them than you do. Oh, some of y'all ain't gonna like that. But it's the truth. That's why motherfuckers be having work husbands and work wives and shit. I'm just saying. I ain't saying it's right, but they spending a lot of time together, gang. What you expect? Your husband or your wife seeing they assistant or secretary more than you. They talk to them more than you do. It be so bad. I remember one time at my job, it was so bad, bro, that my coworkers knew me so well that they knew when my period came on. That's when you know somebody too well. You know what time of the month I bleed. That's a little you know what I'm saying? That's a little like, god damn. But then it's like, I can't even be mad because bitch, you're with me 8-9 hours a day. We together a lot. I mean, that's what it is, and that's the truth.
Look. Somebody said I got one. I got one. Somebody else was like, "Oh, I didn't like that." Yeah.
I know y'all ain't like that, but it's the truth though. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. I remember going to my mama job. I could tell which warehouse workers were sleeping with who. Cause they together too much, gang. You're there all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about, and just that alone should anger you to the point where you should be like, okay, we ain't gonna continue this, because I'd be damned if them hoes at his job with him more than me, or them niggas at her job more than me. Yeah, it should anger you. So let's do something about it, because it's a problem.
Let's change it up a little bit. Let's change it up. Damn.
Yeah, Danny said most affairs start in the workplace. 100. I'm telling you.
I'm sure we did the stats on that. It'll go back to the job.
It'll go back to the job. He was cheating on you with that hoe at the job. She was cheating on you with that nigga at the job. And this ain't even a race thing. This is everybody. This is everybody. Everybody.
Damn.
Yeah. The goal is to hustle to stay home with your family. You know what I'm saying? Spend time with your family, actually raise your kids. Don't let the system raise your kids. But yeah, man. Shout out to Amazon, Microsoft speaking out, letting the people know. Although most people ain't gonna read this article, but hey, it is what it is.
They know what it is. Shout out to Amazon.
Yeah, shout out to Amazon. Did you have another article, D?
Nah, that was it.
Okay. Damn, I just had a lot. Okay, hold on. Did we talk about JPMorgan?
Nope.
Oh man, okay, because I got a JPMorgan article in Citibank, and then that'll be it for today. So let's talk about JPMorgan real quick. Or am I gonna talk about Citi first? No, let's talk about JPMorgan. Okay, so JPMorgan, he has weighed his crypto trading for institutions amid growing demand. So he's weighing crypto trading. JPMorgan. So the largest U.S. bank is exploring spot and derivative services for hedge funds and pensions as regulatory clarity improves. A person familiar with the matter told Bloomberg. This is mad funny because they like PNC Bank. Y'all ain't finna beat us. What y'all thought? We're gonna have crypto over here. That's what they Citibank. We're gonna have crypto over here. Y'all thought we won't come in. No, we coming. Man, fuck Chase. I can't stand Chase Bank. I hope they fucking go insolvent. I can't stand that motherfucking bank. That ain't gonna happen. No, they got too much money. But,
they got too much influence, bro.
They got too much control. So what the article says, so JPMorgan, the largest U.S. bank, is exploring offering crypto trading services for institutional clients, including hedge funds and pensions. So this could include spot trading and derivatives. on major digital assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So the idea is still under review and depends on demand and regulatory clarity. Y'all know damn well that demand gonna be there. But anyway, this isn't a press release from JPMorgan itself. It's based on reporting from sources familiar with the discussions. So how this fits into the bigger picture. So Wall Street is increasingly comfortable with crypto. So JPMorgan has already been building infrastructure around digital assets. So it launched a tokenized money market fund on Ethereum called Money, MONY, backed with real capital. So it has its JPM coin and other blockchain initiatives aimed at institutional settlement and liquidity. So now it's exploring actual trading services, a deeper integration that just tools or tokenized products. So institutional demand has been growing. So recent JPMorgan data from earlier in the year showed crypto fund flows growing alongside other asset classes, helped by clear regulation like the Genius Act. Additionally, some Wall Street players like Standard Chartered already offer institutional crypto traders, showing the trend isn't isolated. So even though a survey earlier in 2025 found many institutional traders still hesitant about crypto, crossover adoption is increasing as clear rules and familiar products like ETFs and tokenized assets emerge. And then regulatory tailwinds matter also. So this shift towards services like trading depends on regulatory clarity in the U.S. So the recent legislative environment, including the Genius Act and other discussions in Congress, is making traditional banks more comfortable with these moves. So stablecoins and deposit tokens like JPM have already been used in blockchain settlement. So why this matters for crypto? So institutional adoption, crypto and finance. So institutional adoption is real. So if JPMorgan officially offers crypto trading to institutional clients, hedge funds can trade Bitcoin and Ethereum through a bank they already trust. Pensions and institutional allocators get more secure access. Liquidity and volume could grow significantly. This is a real structural demand, not retail hype. Also, Wall Street's view on crypto has evolved. So even with past skepticism from leadership, Jamie Dimon's earlier critics, JPMorgan is now building and testing serious crypto infrastructure from tokenized funds to deposit tokens and now potentially trading platforms. So institutional crypto trading by a bank of this scale is a legitimacy signal that wasn't present just a few years ago. So yeah, JPMorgan is evaluating institutional crypto trading, which is a potential major expansion. So the move fits a broader trend of banks integrating on-chain finance services. Regulatory progress in the U.S. has enabled these discussions. So if realized, this would be a substantial legitimizing catalyst for institutional crypto adoption, y'all. So it's coming. They just pretty much they saying like if it got out there, that means they training. It's already done, and they're just waiting on regulations. Literally, they're just waiting on that Clarity Act. They just need regulation. They just need regulations. So they ready to go.
Now they ready to go. They ready to go, fam. I'm not surprised. They, talking more. They got to.
No, they do.
Yeah, they got to. And yo, Robert had me crying until your last point about the whole work thing. He said, pick your girl up from work and see who's mean mugging you. That's him.
That's him. That's him. Like sometimes y'all need to pick y'all husband or wife up from work so y'all can see what's going on. Get there a little early too. Get there about 10-15 minutes early. Listen, I'm telling you, because boy, oh boy, I'm sitting here thinking, boy, I used to be a menace. I was a menace out here. Let me shut up. There's a couple of y'all wives gay too. All right. Anyway, City pushes. Couple of y'all wives like girls. Oh, because girls like girls. But anyway, City pushes Treasury beyond the banker's hours. And that was in my 20s, y'all. I don't do that stuff no more. I don't be messing with folks' wives no more. I left that in my 20s.
Back in the day, you was ruthless.
I didn't give a fuck. That marriage had nothing to do with me, but then I realized karma is a real thing, so I chilled out.
Oh yeah.
But karma is a real thing, so probably why I'm struggling now with love. But yeah, City pushes Treasury beyond the banker's hours. So let's talk about it. That's what I said. Wow, Ash. I'm just being transparent. I ain't perfect. I'm a human being. And some of y'all can't talk. Y'all know good well y'all don't mess with somebody's wife or husband. Stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna leave D out of it just because he married, so I ain't gonna have him talk. I was gonna get on him, but I ain't gonna get on him, so I'm gonna get on y'all.
Man. Nah. I mean, back before everything. Before
you know,
everything.
we all got a pass. It's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
we here to have a human experience. I like to make sure we emphasize that, y'all. We here to have a human experience. So
that's it.
Have your human experience. Be careful though. But yeah, so we gotta talk about Citi. We gotta talk about Citibank real quick, man. Citibank been in the headlines lately for sure, along with JPMorgan. Like I said, live and learn. Exactly. Easy said it builds character.
Damn.
No, it do gang. So what this article is talking about here. So Citi is transforming corporate treasury operations by moving away from outdated banking schedules.
Okay.
Change is here, y'all. Change is here. So Citi is transforming. I'm gonna say it again. Citi is transforming corporate treasury operations by moving away from outdated banking schedules, where liquidity decisions were tied to business hours and cutoff times, toward always on real-time funding and payments. Well, damn, D, how they gonna do that, D?
I wonder.
How do they go to always on real-time funding and payments schedule? How do they do that? I wonder. So, according to Citi's global head of liquidity management services, tokenization and 24/7 USD clearing are enabling this shift, letting companies move money when business happens, not when legacy banking calendars allow. So why it matters. So Treasury is becoming continuous, not batch. So traditional Treasury teams typically fund accounts once per day, wait for banking cutoffs, pre-fund accounts ahead of weekdays or holidays. And Citi says that model is now obsolete. So with tokenized internal transfers and true 24/7 clearing, funds can be moved instantly whenever a payment is needed. Eliminating buffer balances and manual timing risk. So this shift reflects broader real-time finance trends driven by API connectivity and digital liquidity, a structural change in how money flows globally. Also, tokenization. So tokenization has graduated from pilot to treasury tool. So Citi is no longer experimenting. It's using tokenization as a practical treasury function, combining it with its 24/7 USD clearing network to let clients release liquidity only when required. Wow. So Citi, like, we already getting busy. We're not waiting. We already getting busy.
Got to.
So for example, if a payment is due the morning after a weekend or holiday, traditional models require funds to be staged days earlier. So with Citi's approach, treasurers can wait until the night before or even the same morning and still have funds settled in time. So this reduces locked up liquidity and improves cash efficiency. And then you have automation and interoperability are key. So Citi stresses that interoperability and legal clarity will determine how fast this model scales. So without standards for tokenized assets and cross institution flows, liquidity could remain fragmented and expensive. And then you have automated liquidity changes Treasury's role. So Stephen Randall calls this a shift from manual rules and batch processing to continuous program liquidity, where accounts automatically trigger transfers when needed without human intervention. That sounds like AI agents.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is. So this is more than so they already got all this stuff done. It's ready. So this is more than faster payment. So treasury operations become resilient, real-time, and strategic rather than reactive. So the big picture here and what this means for finance. So legacy banking hours are fading. So global businesses doesn't wait for 9 to 5 or Monday through Friday. Tokenization plus 24/7 clearing equals continuous liquidity. So corporates can use capital more efficiently, and then treasury teams will spend less time on manual balance timing and more on strategic cash deployment. So interoperability and compliance frameworks matter. Scalable real-time treasury needs standards, not silos. So this isn't just fintech buzz, it's real financial infrastructure modernization where liquidity follows business activity instead of banking schedules. Wow. So City is speaking out for sure. So some key takeaways is the treasury is evolving from batch funding to real-time liquidity. Tokenization is now a practical treasury tool, not just an experiment. Automation, interoperability determines scale and cost, and this reflects a wider industry shift toward always on finance. So that's why I got on that trader's head when he came in the chat talking about crypto is speculative. Crypto is speculative. You know what? This is our response.
Well, you don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing. You fake news.
I mean, that's why he had to get up out of here. Y'all got him up out of here. Damn. I thought he was gonna stay a couple more minutes, but I guess he was saying too much. He was being a Debbie Downer. He was saying real estate was speculation. He was saying a whole lot of stuff, speculation. He was saying everything was speculation.
Trying to prove a point. So
yeah. I don't know. Whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm glad City is moving in this direction. This is very progressive. And it shows that we are going into the next era of business, finance, and all the above, fam. All the above, right? A lot of those industries or jobs rather in these industries that used to be here are going to be phased out because of the technology push that these banks and other institutions are offering. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be a lot of opportunity within the midst of that. So that's why it pays to know this information so you can make yourself seem more of an asset than a liability moving forward.
Yep, exactly. I'm just reading some comments over here on YouTube. Just circling back to that AWS article. Fit Evo says, yep, Wells uses AWS. My wife has been working in IT for Wells. They're about to full launch AI in different areas. They are currently operating at 70% AI usage in January, 100%. What? This is at Wells?
There we go.
They're operating now at 70%. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see it? They don't tell y'all none of that. They got y'all arguing about Trump and Diddy and politics, whatever the hell they talking. I don't even try and keep up with what the fuck they got y'all bickering about. But I try my best not to because it's stupid. And this is why I say it's stupid. Because whole time this is what they doing while y'all arguing and bitching. They over here innovating. And then y'all gonna miss the whole opportunity to capitalize off of the innovation.
Yep.
This is why I'm in my bubble. This is why my friends list is at a minimum. This is why people are not focused, gang. Like, we going through a whole transitional phase, and all niggas want to do is argue and complain. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Oh, can't forget the aliens. Thank you, Max. Can't forget the aliens. Y'all arguing about that too. So. Wow. So whole time we got Wells Fargo's IT department, they operating at 70% AI usage.
Yep.
Who knew? Who knew? We knew they was using AI. I ain't saying we didn't know they weren't using it all. We knew they were using it, but 70% is a lot.
Shout out to homie that posted that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, somebody said low key, even former coworkers know you better than your current. Yeah. So yeah. Figure out what people spend money on when people can't leave the house. 100. So I'm about to respond to this other one. I just put into Google safe browser the upshift URL. It came back, no data available. I won't be depositing any XRP on that DApp. If earn XRP ain't on Flare directly, then I'll do without it. I know Cecil said Flare's a little tricky. You gotta kind of know what you're doing over there, because I know he was playing around with it. So I know Flare's a little you gotta know what you're doing over there. Might have to do a class on that. Might have to do a class on Flare. a DeFi class on Flare. That might be necessary because I've been seeing just from me playing around with it and getting feedback from Cecil. Flare one of the ones you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what you're doing. So I think that might be necessary. A DeFi class on Flare. Y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all let us know in the chat if y'all want that DeFi class on Flare. I don't know if Cecil in the chat. I don't know if Cecil's still in here. He might be working. But yeah, y'all let us know. I'll hit up Cecil and see what he think about doing a DeFi class on Flare here momentarily. Cause I do know because of how we've all heard about Flare from day one when they was doing airdrops. I remember when everybody was waiting on them XRP airdrops. Mm-hmm. Flare is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. So that is going to be a very important platform to be using and to know how to use. We might have to do that.
Yeah. I like playing with Flare.
Okay.
XRP. Okay.
No, we might have to do that because Flare gonna be definitely one of them important platforms. Okay, yeah. Cecil said I'm here. Yes, it will be necessary a master class. Okay, so let's do it. I'll call you. Me and D will call you. Let's do it. So yeah, y'all. I guess we're gonna do a master class on Flare. We'll do a master class on Flare. That's gonna be necessary for sure. Yeah, we'll do a master class on Flare. So y'all get ready for that. Yeah, that was it. I think that was all the articles we had. You had anything else, D?
I mean, that was a lot.
No, it was a lot. Mm-hmm. Had to get that out though. Yeah, so yeah, y'all, we'll see if we'll get this Christmas rally. I don't know if we are, if we ain't. I don't know what's getting ready to happen. This market is so uncertain. Who the hell knows?
We don't know what we're gonna wake up to.
We don't know what we're waking up to. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. I know the ETF volume is going crazy right now. XRP, man, they crossing $9 million in volume. This was about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, the ETF volume is crazy. Still.
ETF volume is crazy. So meanwhile, Bitcoin and Ethereum is seeing hella outflows, but XRP, nah, they said that 50% of the total volume will equal net inflows of the XRP to be purchased. So they're crossing $9 million in volume. And this is Franklin Templeton sitting at 3.12 million. Canary Capital is sitting at 2.3 million. Bitwise is sitting at 2.6 million. Grayscale got 712K. Rex Osprey is sitting at 464,000, and then 21 shares is sitting at 210,000. So shares. So yeah.
I don't know if this is. I just got a message from Steven. Shout out to Steven. He says suspected cyber attack knocked France's National Postal Service and its banking during the Christmas rush. Damn.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
What's going on over there?
Yeah, what they doing? What the hell? Now, Sid, shout out to Sid. Sid wanted me to make sure that I reiterated Zebec. Let me go to her messages. Zebec. So she said, reminding people not to sleep on Zebec. They cooking behind the scenes. So I know we've been going over it briefly, but I do want to reiterate that you might want to do your homework on Zebec if you have not already. They have been doing a lot in the background. Like I'm on the X account right now. So like they listen. Hold on, let me play this. My bad. I actually play this little video of Zebec right quick. Let me share my screen. Well, my other screen. 1 second. Oh, now my Wi-Fi want to act stupid. I didn't even realize it was lagging. Hold on. Let me know if you can hear it, D, okay?
Okay.
In a second. Is it coming up? 1 second, y'all. All right, it's not trying to share. Hold up. Crazy. Internet was doing good too. This is terrible. Damn, I was trying to show this video. My Wi-Fi will not let me be great. I might have to get Starlink for real. I really might have to get Starlink. I can't even hear it. Can you hear me?
Starlink? You says, yeah, I can hear you.
What'd you say? Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and hop
off
my internet. Okay, my internet acting stupid, y'all. We'll talk about Zebec on the next live.
Make sure y'all pull y'all. Oh yeah, today's the last day for the raffle.
Yeah, today's the last day for the raffle, so we're doing that drawing this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yep. So make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all get in that raffle. So we're doing the drawing on the next live. Everybody should have been emailed a number, so make sure you check your email. If you bought a drawing after this, you'll get the email before we do the drawing. We're gonna do the drawing on the next live. So make sure y'all tap in on that raffle. So don't forget that raffle. You get a lifetime access to Patreon. You get 1 month free in our DeFi Patreon, and then you get free access to our classes and workshops the entire 2026. So you might want to make sure, you might want to tap in. You might want to tap into that raffle drawing. It's just $25, but you get a chance to get in the community for free for life. You get that month free in a DeFi Patreon. That way you can see what we're talking about, what we got going on in there, and then you get the free classes all 2026. So tap in. Make sure y'all tap in.
Any class that we do in 2026. So that means DeFi. If we do an XRP class, you'll get that for free too. For sure.
For sure. So yeah, y'all. Other than that, though, that's it for now. We'll be back this evening with some more updates. Appreciate y'all tapping in. We'll tap in with Cecil regarding that Flare masterclass over there on the DeFi side. So we want to see everybody pull up. Yeah, that's it for real. So yeah, we'll see y'all.